What's going on YouTube? Is real recognized real, and it only gets realer from here. But first, I want to give a shout out to all my fellow zodiac signs out there. Gang. We in the build done. Shout out to all my fellow Pisceans out there. Gang. You already know. And I want to give a shout out to all my 2-2s and 3-3s and 2-2-2s and my 3-3-3s and my 7-7-7s. And shout out to any other angelical numerical numbers that I may have forgot to mention. Also want to thank everybody for coming out to support the channel. Thank you. And those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell notification, be notified of my upcoming videos and content. And we're going to jump right in. So tonight I'll be talking about why Leos rub people the wrong way. And I'm going to break it down for y'all. Okay, so as you guys know, I'm going to be talking about one of the most confident, charismatic, and misunderstood zodiac signs, the Leo. Now, some people absolutely love Leos, while others can't stand them. And see, you got to ask yourself, is it the confidence, pride, high standards, or people just intimidated by their energy? So in the comments below, let me know what you think it is. And also, a lot of times people may say that Leos rubbed them the wrong way. Okay, so I'm gonna break it down. Now, the very first thing is pride. Okay, so with pride, it usually correlates with their personality. So here, oftentimes, Leo, they have strong pride and self-respect in astrology. So here, they don't like to feel disrespected. So here, let's look at the scenario. Let's say a friend is like, hey, it was just a joke. Leo could be like, nah, you knew exactly what the hell you were doing. So here, it's almost like, hey, play with someone else. Why it rubs people the wrong way is because some people think Leo takes everything personally. And this could lead to small disagreements that turn into broken friendships because neither person backs down. Now, the next thing is they may want recognition. So here, according to the personality, Leo enjoys feeling appreciated for their effort. So let's just say, for example, a Leo organizes an event. Then all of a sudden, nobody says thank you. So then the Leo starts to think like, damn, y'all couldn't even show a little love. So it could rub people the wrong way because other people may see this as attention seeking. Now, as a worse outcome, then Leo just stops helping because they feel taken for granted. The next one is their strong confidence. Okay, so here, according to their personality, a Leo can naturally carry themselves with confidence. And for example, okay, so the Leo's like, yo, yeah, I know I'm good at what I do. And then all of a sudden, the Leo feels like, hey, I ain't finna act small just to make somebody comfortable. So here, why does this rub people the wrong way? It's because some mistake confidence for arrogance. Now, as a result, people may assume that the Leo thinks they're better than everyone. Another thing is that Leos, they don't like being ignored. So here, I'm gonna give you guys a scenario. Everyone gets acknowledged except the Leo. And then all of a sudden, the Leo will feel like, hey, so we acting like I ain't even here. Then, like say, worst case scenario, the Leo becomes distant or confrontational. Now, another thing is that Leos, they are protective of their loved ones. So their personality could be like, okay, they can oftentimes defend their family and close friends fiercely. So I'm going to give you guys an example. Let's say somebody talks badly about the Leo's friend. Then the Leo steps in immediately. Why does this rub people the wrong way? Because other people think Leo's doing too much. So as a result, the arguments can escalate quickly. Another thing is that Leo doesn't forget disrespect easily. So here, let's say that, somebody embarrasses the Leo publicly. Then months later, the Leo still remembers what happened. And see, the Leo may feel like, hey, I don't forget disrespect. And then as a result, this could lead to long-lasting grudges. Now, another thing about Leos is they can dominate conversations. So here, Leos oftentimes, they have a commanding presence. As a example, is like every story somehow comes back to the Leo. And worst case scenario, this can lead other people, feeling unheard or unseen. Another thing about Leos is they hate fake people. So here, it could be a situation, for example, let's say somebody acts friendly in person, but then talks behind their backs. So the Leo ends up cutting them off. Okay, so it could be a situation where the Leo feels like, hey, fake energy ain't welcome. As a result, people may call the Leo dramatic. Now, another thing about Leos, they have high standards. So here, Leo can expect effort from everyone. All of a sudden, a Leo could feel like, hey, half-ass ain't good enough. Then all of a sudden, as a worst case scenario, people feel judged. Another thing about Leo is that they want loyalty. So here, loyalty means everything to many Leos. So, for example, let's say a friend hangs with someone who betrayed a Leo, then the Leo begins to question the friendship. So, as a result, or worst case scenario, relationships can end over perceived disloyalty. Another thing about Leo is that they don't like being controlled. So here, if a partner says you can't go, the Leo will respond, watch me. See, so this could lead to it could lead to them having power struggles with people. Now, another thing about Leo is they have a competitive nature. So here, it could be a situation where they may, have a friendly basketball game with someone. The Leo suddenly plays it like it's game 7. So all of a sudden, the Leo will feel like, hey, I don't do losing. As a result, other people may think the Leo takes everything too seriously. Another thing about Leo is that they speak their mind. So here, let's say somebody asks them for honesty. A Leo just simply gives it. But worst case scenario, truth hurts, ends up hurting their feelings. Now, another thing about Leo is they don't chase validation. Okay, so here, a Leo's personality could be like this, where they could prefer genuine respect over fake compliments. So as a result, people think Leo's too independent. Now, another thing about Leo is that they have strong presence. So here, a Leo walks into a room and then people naturally notice them. Why it rubs people the wrong way is because some people mistake their natural charisma for showing off. Another thing about Leo is the fact that they hate broken promises. So here, it could be a situation where someone keeps saying, tomorrow we'll do it, or later, or wait. And see, the thing about it, Leo will eventually say, hey, I'm done believing your ass, okay? Because it never gets done or you never follow through. As a result, the trust is lost. Now, another thing about Leo, they don't like being doubted. So here, if you tell a Leo like, hey, you can't do that, a Leo will immediately want to prove you wrong. So here, a Leo might respond back with bet. And then as a result, they may overwork themselves just to prove a point. Another thing about Leo is they're protective over their reputation. So here, they may have the type of personality where, hey, they may often care about their name and how they're remembered by others. So here, it could be a situation where someone spreads a false rumor. Then all of a sudden, a Leo confronts it directly. And then as a result, the conflict grows instead of fading away. Now, another thing about Leo is they don't respect cowardness. So when it comes to someone talking tough online, but then avoiding, real conversation, the Leo could say, okay, say it with your chest. And see, this could lead to arguments being personal, becoming personal. Another thing about Leo is that they want respect before friendship. So here, their personality could be built on respect, is oftentimes seen as the foundation. So a Leo may feel like, hey, respect me first, then the friendship comes after. But as a worst case scenario, people who mistake confidence for ego may never get close enough to Leo's loyal side. So that's pretty much the different examples as I reflected on it about why Leos rub people the wrong way. Like, comment, share, subscribe, smash the like button, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Also, there are situations, like I say, that Leo, like I say, for the most part, will probably feel or be best with or compatible with Sagittarius, because, like I say, they both can share that type of loyalty. They won't get bored of one another so quickly. And like I said, it don't matter if it's male or female. And they are definitely a good match. And I'll explain why, because like when it comes to, put it to you like this, when it comes to both, they enjoy excitement. They try new things together. They oftentimes share a playful sense of humor with one another. They can encourage each other's goals and ambitions. They can usually communicate directly rather than playing mind games. They oftentimes enjoy travel, experiences, and spontaneity. And they also are both optimistic and resilient after setbacks. Only thing that you got to watch out for with this type of pair is that Leo may want more appreciation and recognition from Sagittarius. Sagittarius oftentimes may value freedom and independence. Leo can take criticism personally, while Sagittarius may speak bluntly without realizing it hurts. Both can be stubborn during arguments because neither likes backing down. But on the good side of things, when it works best, Sagittarius gives Leo genuine appreciation without making Leo feel controlled. Leo gives Sagittarius enough independence without becoming possessive. And both communicate honestly, and respect each other's individuality. Okay, so that's the good news. And I would rate this type of bond or pair 9.5 out of 10. I really believe that, they will communicate well. They both are emotionally mature. They definitely share their values, personality, and life goals with one another. And like I say, that's usually what matters. So I'll catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.